Even though we have a beer which has appeared in Aldi called Rocka Hula Tropical IPA, made by Williams Brothers. I think it's 5 point. Need the specs on. At 5.1%. Surfs up, hang 10 for a tropical blast with flavours of grapefruit, mango and guava riding a bitter wave of hops. This tropical brute IPA finishes crisp, dry and very Moorish. So brute IPA haven't been around for a while. It's got a similar fizz to the white wine, brute white wine. And it's fair to say that Williams Brothers releases into Aldi have been patchy. They've done a couple of good ones and some absolute muck, if we're honest. The thing that concerns me about this is the can, for one. It's clearly aiming for younger drinkers, the party crowd, however you want to put it. But if you look at that, it is fairly gross, to be honest. It's not a good can. And as I said, with their track record in Aldi, my hopes aren't high. I mean, for one, Rocka Hula Tropical IPA, and there's no haze to it. It's absolutely crystal clear, filtered. It does, however, look like a brute IPA in the sense that the fizz is there. So maybe it's best not to prejudge these things, eh? It certainly smells quite tropical, although there's the smell of something artificial coming off this. I hope I'm wrong, but there's something very adjuncty, something added to the beer other than hops, barley, malt, yeast. Something like, I will wager there's some grapefruit juice in that. Because you can tell when it's coming from the hops. That's like a concentrate. It doesn't look brilliant. They're £1.89 in Aldi anyway, and the thing is, £1.89 is cheap for a beer, but there are some really good £1.89, less than £2 beers around. So I'd expect this to be above average for that money these days. 6 out of 10 above. Let's see if it is. That really tastes of very little indeed. Surfs up hang 10 for a tropical blast with flavours of grapefruit, mango and guava. Certainly not getting guava. There's a hint of mango, a hint of grapefruit as well. There's very, very little flavour to that. It's soda water. Basically, it's beer flavoured soda water. It's quite refreshing. It's quite kind of like a little bit citrusy. A little bit zesty. No bitterness. It's no exaggeration to say it is just pathetic, frankly. It's pathetic. It's clearly produced on a budget. There's no off flavours in it, but that's because there's no flavours in it. It doesn't taste of anything. It's like the subtlest hint that you're drinking a tropical IPA. But really, it is like if you took a soda stream, and I don't know if you remember soda stream, and just added a little splash of maybe lime and the tiniest hint of like pineapple or something like that, pineapple juice. It's kind of inoffensive, but that's because there's nothing to be offended about. There's so little to tell you about in terms of flavour. And I'm sorry, for this day and age, you can pick up some of the Bavarian lager that they had in Lidl for £1.49 not so long ago. It was 40p cheaper than this. Was absolutely off the scale. It was my favourite beer of last year. This, so far, I can safely say, is my least favourite beer of this year. Not because it tastes revolting, just because it doesn't taste. There's nothing to it. There's nothing to it. Nothing to see here. I'd avoid. I honestly, I wouldn't go near that. If someone gave that to me at their house, I think they were kind of like just trying to get rid of it. Yeah. 3 out of 10. If it tasted crap, it'd be even less, but 3 out of 10. Doesn't taste of anything. And hooray, I've got another one of their range to try next. Cheers.